hopefully still basking in the glow of Tuesday night's win over number 6 Michigan. He is Penn State head coach Pat Chambers. Now, Pat, I'm guessing that last night you either slept like a baby or you didn't sleep at all. So which one was it?
I didn't sleep much at all. And I think all the coaches in this league haven't slept much in January and February, that's for sure. And obviously last night with a late game, your adrenaline, the emotions, the passion, the energy, the court storming, the fans, the students came out. You know, that'll keep you up. And then you want to watch, you know, the good things and the bad things and the things that you want to work on. So it was a long night.
Pat, take us into the locker room post-game. What was the feeling like to be able to walk into that room, lock eyes with your players, and celebrate that win?
Yeah, that's a good question. You could see it in their eyes that the belief was always there, but now it was kind of like we stayed the course. We showed up every single day. We believed 1% better. We persevered. We knew that we were close, and you could see it in their body language, their facial expression. They were dancing. They were having a great time. We embraced. We hugged. We just really enjoyed the moment because you have to enjoy those moments. And I want them to find joy in this because obviously we found setbacks over the last couple of weeks or so, or a couple of months. And they got to embrace that and have fun with that because they are putting a lot of work in.
You had been close on multiple occasions. The Purdue game stands out. How did this team stay the course? How did they continue to go to work every day and play as hard as they play, even though the outcomes weren't turning out the way you wanted?
Great leadership. It starts with the players and the ownership of the program and the culture that they've created in that locker room. Lamar Stevens has been fantastic since that game, especially since that Purdue game. Just coming back to work, his approach, his mindset, his attitude, again, his determination, and showing the guys, especially the younger guys, because we're playing a lot of younger guys, that this is what we do and this is how we handle ourselves, this is how we conduct our business. And that was a tough loss for us to, you know, that pill to swallow, so to speak. And the next day he just came back and we competed and we got better, and that's been his mindset, and the rest of the guys are really following him.
Those of us who follow your program, who follow college basketball, we like to say, man, this has to be really hard on Pat and these players to get close, to not see the wins. But we truly don't know because we don't know what you guys go through on a daily basis. How hard has this year been for you and your team?
You know what? I think we've been focused on improvement and identity. And as long as we focus on those two things, I think they keep showing up every single day and they keep working and striving to get better, to correct the possessions that we're not doing well with throughout the game. We all magnify the end of game situations, but we all know there's a lot of possessions in a game. If we can make less mistakes, then the end of the game will turn out in our favor. But if we can focus on our identity and we can focus on improvement instead of our record, because I don't think our record's any indication of how well we played. It's not a reflection on us. We're not happy with where we are. We got that. And we'll have those team meetings and one-on-one meetings and build those relationships. But when we get to practice and we step between those lines, it is now time to compete. It is now time to get better. And as long as we have those two things in mind, improvement and our identity, we'll continue on this path that we're going on because we're playing good basketball, regardless of what our record is.
Well, Pat, John Beilein echoed those sentiments almost word for word, saying after the game that you guys are so much better than your record and that it really speaks to what the Big Ten is this year. That result last night maybe to the outside world was a little surprising based on records, but not really to him. What does it tell you about the Big Ten? Or I guess the better question is, what did you already know about this league that you hope last night showed the rest of the country?
Yeah, this league, top to bottom, is the best in the country. And I appreciate John. John and I are good friends. I appreciate what he said in that press conference to really boost up our fan base and our program. But, again, they were number one. Obviously, we're at the bottom right now, working our way up. But top to bottom, on any given night, anybody's going to win. And that's how hard this league is. And we did such a good job in the non-conference, everybody, of getting critical wins to help us and put us in this position now. Look, we're headed to Purdue on Saturday, and Purdue just had a battle with Maryland, and Michigan State went to Wisconsin and had a great game there to be able to win on the road. So any given night, anything's going to happen on this league. The coaches are great, the players are great, and every team's going to play so hard. There's been more one-possession games, I would imagine, I don't know this off the top of my head, in this league than any other league in the country.
Always great to catch up with my friend and Penn State head coach Pat Chambers, especially after a victory like the Nittany Lions enjoyed on Tuesday. Pat, congrats again on the win. Best of luck this weekend in West Lafayette.
Hey, thanks so much. Thanks for having me.